won't find any decorating mistakes in this house. Every year, top names from the world of interior design decorate a magnificent Manhattan mansion that's in support of the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club. This year, our very own Brian Gluckstein has the honor of participating in this wonderful project sponsored by Benjamin Moore.
We're in New York, my second home, and we are in front of the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club Decorator Show House. And we raise money for the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Clubs here in New York, and it's a really incredible charity.
Well, I know that it's a real honor to be a part of this, and I'm really excited to see what you've done, Brian. And I know that there's almost 60 Benjamin Moore paint colors used in this space, from light to bright to dark to bold, so you got to give me a tour.
It is, you know, we have 23 different designers, did 23 different rooms with all different points of view. Let's go take a look inside.
Awesome.
So here we are in the stair hall, and it rises 5 floors.
Wow.
And what we did was we covered all the walls with this blue grass cloth, and then we hand painted all the architectural detail, the chair rails, the wainscoting, and all this detail around the doors. So it gives the space architectural detail, which it didn't have before.
Which it didn't have. That's a really wonderful way to do that. And then on the actual architecture, I love the use of high gloss in that blue tone that you've used. I guess it was inspired from everything else in the
Exactly.
space.
That was the wallpaper started, and then we had the door in that smokestack, which is that beautiful deep blue and the light blue trim color. And then our carpet creates this fan pattern, so when you look at it from above, it looks like a fan all the way around. But the real focal point is this.
Yes, you just can't miss that. It's stunning. What material is that?
So this is 4,000 brass cherry blossoms, all connected by a crystal, and then it really is the focal point for the whole staircase.
That is jewelry for this stunning space.
Brian, congratulations. It looks beautiful. Well, we can't replicate that in our own home, but you have some points for us when it comes to decorating a more modest staircase. First, just tell me about that whole experience.
The experience is unbelievable because I'm working with, there's 23 designers, 23 construction companies, and the house has to be completely renovated in 4.5 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, new kitchen, new bathrooms, new lighting, furnishing the space, plaster work, moldings, built-ins, everything.
My goodness.
And it's chaos, because you can imagine 23 construction companies and 23 designers on the same house. That's a movie in itself.
Totally. It's a delicate dance, all the trades coming in and who they're representing and the room they're trying to get to, but you got it done and it looks amazing.
And I'm doing the staircase, which all the stuff has to go through.
That's
so
right.
We're wallpapering, we're faux finishing, we're hanging things, but drywall's going up, bathtubs are going up, kitchens are going down.
My goodness.
And we're like, oh my God, I just want a room with a door.
Right, so you can shut it. Exactly. Okay, I want to show some beautiful pictures of staircases so we can get some inspiration because we want to start to pull some inspiration for ourselves. Some beautiful art there.
Gorgeous. So this is, I took this picture at the Ralph Lauren store in New York. I'm always Instagramming these pictures, and hopefully people are getting ideas. So you can always look at that. And here, this is the way where art hanging, instead of one big piece, a bunch of small ones, but they overlap. You know, there's a sconce in the middle. Sometimes they overlap moldings, but do a collection. The commonality, the frames are different, but the art is all the same color. It's all black and white.
It's a very nice way to do. I like that. The next staircase is just stunning. If you do just want that one piece, that's a great way to do it.
In this one, we did a big piece of art, and it's eye level when you're midway up.
Yes,
so it's
that's
not
important too.
way up, but as you come up the stairs, it's your eye level.
Yeah, you're looking at it. And then there's this beautiful staircase, more contemporary looking.
Yes, this one we did for Princess Margaret, the show house. And we did one on the landing, and then we did 2 off to the side for that other wall, because that other wall looked sort of blank, and I didn't want people to walk on those steps and sort of hit the wall. So, and then I did the hurricane candles down there, which is great for having a party. And
I love that when you have that wraparound little stair. You had enough stair that you could do that.
Well, you know what we did is the staircase wasn't big, but by wrapping a few treads around that wall, it made the staircase look very wide. So that's what happens if you have a very narrow staircase. Sometimes if you flare out the bottom, and you can see it here, if you flare out the bottom, it gives the illusion that the staircase is much bigger and grander than it is.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
That's why you'll see a staircase and then just the bottom flares out. So the body of the staircase may be 36 or 42 inches, but by flaring it out maybe to 48 inches, it looks,
It looks
grander.
grand. Yeah, looks like a beautiful gown. Let's
Yes.
talk a little bit about lighting when it comes to the staircase, because a sconce is a gorgeous thing, but also having lighting in the actual staircase is beautiful if you can plan ahead.
Yeah, so what I like to do is I like to have overhead lighting,
Yeah.
whether it's recessed lights in the ceiling or a hanging fixture. And then if you can, I like to do wall sconces.
Yes.
But sometimes we like to do night lights also.
Yeah.
So these are from Universal. They carry all these great lights, but look at these. These just shine down on the tread. So these would be on the
Lovely.
wall off to the side. You don't want them on the riser. The riser is the part that goes up and down on your staircase.
Yep.
The tread is the part you stand on, like the tread of a shoe. So you have your riser. Some people put them in the riser,
Yeah.
but when you're walking up the stairs, you have all these lights shining in your face. You do not want that. You want it off to the side.
So on the wall,
Correct.
ideally.
And these have a louver on them, so you're not looking at a bulb when you're walking up.
Yes.
And then you have these, which are a little brighter. I always prefer to have a louver on them. I don't use that one as much.
It's a bit more harsh, right? That's lovely.
It's a little blinding when you, but see how that is? And
Yeah.
what we're doing is we're also putting these in bathrooms. We're putting them down hallways. So at night you have a little bit of light in the house, and you don't have to turn on all the lights.
That's amazing. I mean, I wish I had that when my kids were babies and we were just like tiptoeing around trying not to wake them up. But you couldn't see anything. You don't want to turn on the lights.
Exactly
These are perfect.
this.
Let's talk about the rugs that you might want to think about for your
Yes.
staircase.
Now this is a big deal.
Yes.
So you have to know the type of carpet you're going to put on your staircase because you don't want it wearing out.
Right.
Now, one of the first things is when you're looking at a carpet, you have to bend it in half.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yes, because otherwise we call some of this smiling. So if you did this carpet, see the way it opens up?
Smiles a lot.
Smiles a lot. So you don't
It's
want to
happy.
have a carpet. This carpet is really meant to be flat.
Flat.
So someone will say, oh, I love that carpet, I want my stairs. But then when you put it around the nosing, you get those openings. And that's going to be a problem because that's going to really wear. So you can see how that is.
Yeah.
And see how that is. Also, don't go with a thick pile carpet on the stair because you're going to get it worn no matter what the quality is. So if you want a cut pile, which is a velvet, you want it very flat, very low. This is a combination of a loop, which is, you know, a little loop pattern, and a cut pile.
Okay.
And if you can get a little more of this texture difference, it's more forgiving as far as wear goes and stains go.
Okay.
So if you don't want a pattern, go with cut and loop, and
Yeah.
it just is a little more forgiving. If you want to go into pattern,
Yeah.
look how flat this is. It's almost like matting.
This is going to be good wear and tear. This is
Unbelievable.
no maintenance.
And this is an indoor-outdoor carpet.
Oh, nice.
And when you bend it, it's great.
Yes.
It's flat. It won't show the wear.
Right.
Here's another one. But now you also have to take into account you do not want to do a very linear pattern if your staircase is a curve.
Okay.
Because you're going to get these funny lines and things like that. So
Right.
you want something like this with an overall if it's a curve and a more linear. But again, the more pattern you can put on your staircase, the more forgiving it's going to be. Like, look at that texture, how flat that is.
This is nice. And of course, these can be used. You can carpet the entire stairs. You can just do a runner.
Correct. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You have the options of doing both.
You could just do a taped edge on them.
Yep.
And you would do them on the stairs, the landing. But all these are great also to just have as area rugs. You can have a coordinating area rug on in your front foyer.
Yes.
And just put a linen tape on it. It looks like a custom carpet.
Lovely.
But all of these are very forgiving. So I tend to use pattern on stairs because they wear the best.
Absolutely. Really good. Beautiful work there with Kips Bay.